you might go, all right, I got it. But I swear to God, when I left his office, my take on it was that there was something wrong with his tape recorder, and that's why he didn't use it. So, as delusional as that was, it served me well, because it was right. I listen back to that demo tape now, and it sucked. He was right. But in my mind, I couldn't believe that. I couldn't take that as the truth. And you have to, you have to not just want to be in a rock band. You kind of can't just want. Everybody wants to be successful and famous. You kind of have to need it. It's got to be like breathing. It's got to be like, like sleeping. But anyway, sure, I'll play it. One of the many songs that Clive Davis turned down and lived to regret it. I've been around for you, been up and down for you, but I just can't get a relief. I swallowed my pride for you, lived and lied for you, but you still make me feel like a thief. You got me stealing your love away, 'cause you never give it. Peeling my ears away, and we can't relive it. Oh, I make you laugh, you make me cry. I believe it's time for me to fly. It's time for me to fly. Oh, I've got to set myself free. Oh, baby, that's just how it's got to be. I know it hurts to say goodbye, but it's time for me to fly. It's time for me to fly. Oh, it's time for me to fly. Oh, it's time for me to fly.
I got it on video.
So,
I even got the sign in there.
Was that a hit song?
Actually, that was a song that I actually brought in and played for the band in 1976, and our producer, who was his name was John Stronach, who had produced Joe Walsh, You Get the Smoker You Get, and great producer, very talented guy. Heard that song and said, dude, it's only got 3 chords in it. It's not really going to work for an REO Speedwagon record. So I literally had even the band. I mean, it's like you gotta just, if you believe in something, man, you just gotta believe it.
Yeah.
And I stuck with that song, and it turned out to, it wasn't exactly like a #1 Billboard hit, but it was kind of like, it was a hit in certain cities in Philly.
But where I was from, New York at the time, it was huge.
Yeah, it did well.
Upstate New York, I went to college, and it was like our Rochester. Oh, there you go. Don Cromwell, you said we have friends in common.
Sure.
Don Cromwell, where's Don? Right straight, right? DC! Right straight ahead, hands up. So, I always have to get a rock star for my events, and it's hard to get you guys, I know you're not a rock star, you're a musician who works hard, but it's hard to get, they're busy on Friday and Saturday nights, that's when they do their concerts. So, Don says, I know Kevin, let me give Kevin a call, and he talked to Tom and hooked us up. So I just want to say thank you, Don, for helping this happen.
Yeah, awesome.
I love this band. Thank you, Tom, as well, for making this very easy for us. Thank you so much. I want to know, this is the biggest question that I have. Where did you guys get the name of the album, You Can't Tune a Piano, but You Can Tune a Fish? You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. I always do that.
Well, it makes perfect sense.
Tune a fish.
It does make perfect sense. But what kind of mode were you in your head? You know what I'm saying?
Well, okay, there are, we have to,
a little bit
we have
too
to be
much
careful with this story.
short
I know where you're going.
No.
Let's just say it was early one morning.
Got it, okay.
Early one
Very
morning.
early.
Very early
Was it late one evening?
Before dawn.
Yes, I understand where you're going.
And we were actually in Champaign, Illinois. We had just played a show in Champaign, and the refreshments were flowing. Actually, someone took the mirror off the wall of the hotel room, because we didn't need it on the wall anymore. The show was over. What do we need a mirror on the wall? And set it down on the coffee table and spelled out the words REO.
I understand.
In
a crayon.
Yes.
Yes.
In a substance that
In
by the early morning, that substance had been consumed.
Yes,
It was,
I understand.
down to the periods was all in. And no one quite remembers how the subject, how the phrase came to be. But when I woke up the next day, it was in my mind, and I was sure that that was the name of our next record, regardless of the music or anything. That was just it. And
You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish.
somehow I talked the band into it.
And what was the first hit off of that album?
Well, that was our first top 40 single, was Roll with the Changes.
Roll with the Changes, one of my favorites also. Just so everyone knows, and I know Kevin remembers this, absolutely, that in 1984, Don, remember this? Okay, so it was Don Cromwell, myself, and Joe Mooney, our bus driver for Air Supply, came to your concert.
I know Joe Mooney.
Do you really?
Wonder if he's related to my husband.
Joe Mickey Mo Johnson Jr.
Isn't he from Boston?
Yes!
He drove us last weekend.
This is a tiny world. Unbelievable.
Great guy.
Great guy. Joe Mooney and Don and I have kept in
Could be
touch
related to
over
my
the
husband.
years.
They're all from that area.
That is so weird. So please tell him I said hi.